The 6th of July 2017 is one of the most important days for the entire National Open University of Nigeria community, because it was the day that the distinguished National Assembly, under the distinguished leadership of the distinguished Senator Dr. Abubakar Bukola Saraki, passed the Amendment Act of the National Open University of Nigeria. This Amendment Act has a very long history, and the university has been trying to see that the National Assembly actually amends it. And my predecessors, Professor Jegede and Professor Tanebe, have all tried their best to see that the Act establishing the National Open University of Nigeria has been amended in order to take into consideration contemporary issues that deal with the development of ODL education in Nigeria. We thank God that during my tenure we have been successful in getting the Act to be amended through the efforts of many people. And I must point out virtually the singular effort of distinguished Senator Barrow Dipro, APC from Kano, who initiated the process by sponsoring a private member's bill in 2015 about the amendment of the Act in order to reflect online learning. When I became a Vice Chancellor in February 2016, I met him and then we discussed ways in which we can strengthen the Act in order to remove the two key obstacles in the Act that constitute a major stumbling block to allowing our students to go on Nysc who are less than 30 years, as well as go to the law school for those of our students who have finished their degree in law. And these two words are very simple. The first one, the Act says, National Open University of Nigeria will provide education through correspondence. Secondly, there is another section of the Act that says National Open University of Nigeria will provide instruction through part-time education. These two concepts, correspondence and part-time, are prohibited within the laws of the National Youth Service Corps and the law school. So it means that a student who has studied a degree program under part-time or under correspondence will not be able to go to law school if he studied law. And if he's less than 30 years, he will not be able to be called up for NYSC. This Act, amendment of the Act that was done on the 6th of July 2017, removed these two words. And it strengthened the Act so that National Open University of Nigeria now is brought to the same level with other ODL institutions around the world. And we had a lot of experience. We learned from the International Council for Distant Education. We learned from the African Council for Distant Education. And we learned also from universities like the University of South Africa, where we come up with African solutions to African problems. So we strengthened the Act to poise it to be more relevant to contemporary needs of Nigerians. And we're very happy. The entire community is elated that the Act was successfully passed. Don't forget that after the first passing, then it went through a public hearing, we all there. Then now it went through the third. The next thing is for His Excellency, the President, to sign it into a law. So what does this mean? What are the implications of this? Number one, it means that if it is signed into law, we have a brand new Act, a brand new law, which is in line with the Miscellaneous Provisions Act of Universities. So that means now our students are eligible to go to law school to study law and be called to bar, as those, of course, who studied law. The Council for Legal Education that regulates entry into law will not have any basis now for not allowing our students to go to law school, because we are an ODL institution. And even if the Council for Legal Education insisted on extra regulations, we have NUC to back us up. Because the National University Commission is the only agency that is recognized by the government to regulate undergraduate education. But even then, we made concessions as far as the law school is concerned. We created a dual mode just for law students. We have classrooms in our study centers where the students and the lecturers interact. We created moot courts so that the students can go and do a practical law experience in those moot courts. These are some of the things that we did in order to appease the Council for Legal Education. And the Council for Legal Education refused to allow our students, but now we have a legal backing behind that. And also the Nysc has refused to accept our students who are less than 30 years because they said that we are part-time and Nysc does not accept part-time certificates for students to go in Nysc. So we thank God that this has happened. The struggle is virtually over. We are now waiting for the reaction of Nysc and the reaction of the Council for Legal Education. And we are also waiting for the amended act to be made into a law. And once it is made into a law, then we are free. That means now we can allow our students to go to law school, we can allow our students to go in Nysc, and most importantly, students will know that National Open University of Nigeria is just like any other university in Nigeria. The only difference is that it is better than any other university in Nigeria because it provides you with an opportunity no other university in Nigeria can provide with you. So please come to Noun. Come and join us. We are simply the best and will continue to be the best. Wishing you the best.